Skull Islands. Okay, enough of that. Skull Islands are so cool that it's no surprise LEGO made this and this and this and this? Anyway, today we're gonna talk about the set that started this tradition. This is set number 6279. It came out in 1995 and it's called, you guessed it, Skull Island. I've got the instructions here and you can see the classic box art with the foam-made rockwork and the beautiful sunset. I wish LEGO would still do this kind of artwork today, but I have to admit it might look a bit dated by today's standards. At the back of the instructions, you can see more of this artwork, as well as some alternate builds. And they actually look quite nice, I have to admit. Let's get to building! Here it is, the Skull Island. You can think of this model as a port where some shady transactions of stolen goods are being made. Sort of a piratey version of the official legal port, which is the Imperial Trading Post. But you can also imagine that this model is merely the entrance to some bigger pirate village to which boats enter from the sea via this tunnel. Either way, it's a pretty cool build. We begin with this nice dock, guarded by a cannon with yellow bricks below representing sand. From the dock, we're led by a series of ladders to the second floor, where the captain's office resides. And this is a proper office. We have a table with a map and some beverages, and some weapons stashed underneath. I also like the extensive usage of arch elements. It looks fancy and period correct. The series of ladders continues and leads us to the top floor, and you've got to appreciate how each part of this set is connected, so you don't have to imagine the minifigs flying or jumping between floors. And yes, kids do care about this stuff. I know I did. At the top level we find a crane with a loop and some barrels which represent goods, and each barrel contains a different combination of transparent studs. I wish they also included the lids for these barrels, because as it is, it's easy to lose these transparent studs. Now, maybe the most interesting part of this model is this cove, which gives the set its name. The skull at the front is very nicely done, and it's nice to see how basic Lego bricks lend themselves so well into making this shape. Inside the cove we find a treasure chest with some gold coins, as well as a little guard post well hidden behind this movable foliage piece. We can find a similar foliage piece on the other side of the cove as well, and note the interesting way it is attached to the wall using the hammer piece. This allows us to play a bit with its angle. And no dock is complete without some boats. Here we have two of them, one for the pirates in brown and one for the Imperials in red and yellow. And I think this is a good time to talk about the colors in this set. I don't think the red and yellow combination works well here. These are two contrasting colors and together they look a bit too gaudy. This reminds me a bit of the infamous crossbone clipper. Moving on to the minifigs. And while the minifigs here are nice, they're pretty similar if not identical to minifigs in previous pirate sets. We have Captain Redbeard, which is, in my opinion, one of the best figures ever. So it's always nice to get one. And we have 3 of his crew. Nothing special about them though. On the Imperial side, we have a lieutenant and a soldier. And here again we encounter the red and yellow combination, which is why I like the blue Imperials better. It is unclear whether the Imperials here are doing their job by exposing illegal pirate activity, or if they're corrupted and bribed by the pirates to ignore this activity. I guess that's up to you to decide. Overall, I think this is a very decent set. It is a good base for modifications, and it can integrate well with other pirate sets. The only drawbacks for me are the color combination and the relative lack of foliage and natural elements. Let me know what you think about this set in the comments below. See you in the next video.